Alright, in this video, I'm gonna give you the 4 steps that help me break out of my comfort zone, break out of me just sitting in my house doing jack for like 6 months, telling everyone I'm on self-improvement, telling everyone I am starting a business and all of this BS. And I was stuck 6 months not pushing myself, not gaining muscle, not making progress towards the man I was trying to become. And for 6 months, for more than that, just stuck having these droughts, wondering what I'm doing wrong, wondering why nothing is working, because I wasn't working. If nothing else is working in my life, it's because I'm not working. I am the reason why. It's me, it's my fault, the fact that nothing is working in my life. So if I can't be pushing myself, if I'm not constantly growing, nothing else around me will grow. And this is the message I push on this channel, which is to become your best self, to reach your goals 2 times faster, but more specifically, become the most masculine leaders that we can ever be. And I know that you want that. I know you want to become that, and I know you want to achieve that status. You want to make the biggest comeback of your freaking life, and you want to be the most aura version of yourself. So in this video, I'm going to help you with the 4 steps that help me just get out of my comfort zone. But the first step is because you don't have a deep enough mission right now, which brings you pain every single day. The only way to get rid of that pain is to work. You don't have one of those pains in your life, or you're not noticing one of those pains in your life where it hurts you so bad. It's there, and you can't sleep. You're waking up and you're thinking about it. You're going to school and you're feeling despair, whatever. There's this one pain in your life that is so bad. The only way to get rid of that pain is what? Through work. Is through doing the habits, is through pushing yourself every single day. One of my pains is the fact that I stay a mediocre loser. Let's see one of my pains. One of my pains, and it hurts so bad. If people see me as weak, if people see me as freaking like flabby, if people don't see my gym progress and nothing, like it just, if I'm not my best self in front of people, if I'm still the same, that's one of my pains. So one of my goals is to become and to change the trajectory of how men are. Okay, and I know it sounds crazy, but I really want to help men become men again. I want to change the way the marriage system's working, the relationships between men and women, how flipped and how messed up everything is in this world. And one of my goals is to change that. And I know in order for me to change that, I must become the man who can lead, who can show others, who can bring humanity. I'm not saying I'm going to single-handedly do everything. It's with the permission of God. But my goal is to sort of shift society, and I know it's a massive goal, but I sort of really want to do that, and I'm really passionate about it. And this is one of the things that pushes me every single day, the fact that I'm my weakest self, the fact that I'm still not the best version of myself, I'm still not the biggest version of myself, I'm not jacked yet, I'm not pushing myself every single day. I want to become a freaking leader, a man of steel. And I know how cringe this sounds to some people, but I know there's going to be a lot of people that still resonate with me. You don't have a deep enough mission which brings you pain. That could be financially, that could be your physique, that could be your confidence, that could be whatever the frick you want. When I'm there going to university sometimes, and I'm not in university right now, I'm in my summer break, but 4 months ago when I was in university and I was going, I barely had any money on me. And I would just sometimes look at my bank account, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, it would literally be negative. Bro, it would literally be a negative bank account. You don't think that put pain in me? It still puts pain in me to this day. You wonder why I'm going so hard on self-development? You wonder why I'm going so hard on my business? Like if you look at my Instagram, I'm posting stories, giving value. My YouTube videos, even though they're not getting many views, a lot of values. I'm putting the most I can. And that's because I genuinely care about this. I'm genuinely so hungry. And this is coming from the big pain that I'm experiencing, the big pain that I know that I could only solve this if I do the work. Sometimes I feel like not doing work. Sometimes I feel like sitting down and just doing random stuff all day. I do. And some mornings I'm really like I don't feel like doing work. But then I remember my future. I remember my future wife. I remember my future children. I'm not even lying. Like yesterday I could have not gone to the gym because the car was gone and I didn't have a car on me and my parents took it. I had to walk. And then I thought of, the man, I literally thought of my future wife and how she would feel and what she would see if I was relentless and if I kept going, and how my physique would be. I literally thought of my future wife and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go. This is why your deep enough mission, this pain of becoming the best husband, because we're now living in a world of trash husbands. Now we're now living in a world of fake leaders, of no leaders. The women are becoming leaders because the men are not able to lead anymore. And we know that's not natural for them. Women are not supposed to lead like that. Yeah, they are. My goal, and I have this deep urge, is to fix this problem. So you need to have this one pain that pushes you, that makes you like the get up out of your bed, that makes you not sleep, that keeps you wondering, and all you do is think about that. All you do is think about that. And that's how you can get one step. The first step to getting out of your comfort zone is to be obsessed, is to make your work, make this goal, make this purpose the most important thing in your life, the most important thing that you're gonna focus on. Very so important that you must achieve it. And I'm telling you, once you achieve this, once you accomplish this, everything's gonna change for you. All right, step number 2, you're stuck in analysis paralysis. You're probably trying to look at the best routines, the best habits, the best the best business model. This is what you call analysis paralysis. You're trying to analyze, you're trying to do like 20 different things at once. All you have to do is focus on one thing, one task in front of you. One task in front of you right now. What is it? One goal in front of you. What is it? Going to the gym, pushing your physique, pushing your body. Not just because you wanna be big and you wanna be a bodybuilder. It's not just that. You want to look and you want to be your best self. You want to be a leader for your children. You want to be freaking jacked and confident. Like, it's these small reasons that help you keep going. So when I'm talking about analysis paralysis, you're there like thinking about, oh, what do I do? Like, I don't know what my purpose is. But your purpose is to continuously grow and improve yourself, to finally see yourself improving and to see yourself growing. That's what a purpose is. That's it. How do you grow? Go to the gym. Start doing habits that make you get out of your comfort zone. I don't know. For me, I probably have to start running. I've been wanting to start it. This is my comfort zone. I have to get out of it. And running is one of the best ways I can do that. So for me, it's running. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really scared of running. But like, bro, you need to start taking one step forward and just looking at one thing in front of you. Literally, that's it. One thing. Just be like, okay, I'm gonna just focus on the gym. I'm gonna focus on my business. Like, that's it. One or two things. Instead of focusing on analysis paralysis, what is the best habit? No, your purpose is to become the most masculine man that you can be. That's it. And all you must do to achieve that is what I said. Focus on one goal at a time. All right. Number 3 is you're chasing the outcome, not your personal development. So freaking important. So freaking important. Why? Because the outcome is the biggest reason why I didn't achieve a lot of my goals, and it took me so long to achieve them. Because I was there one day and I was in the gym and I was doing my cable flies, and I was just sitting there after one of my workouts, and I was just like, why don't I have a nice physique yet? I've been going to the gym for so long. I've been going to the gym for this many months and whatever, and at that point it was actually this many, like it would be more than a year. And I was just like, why am I not getting the physique? I'm looking at others and I'm looking how jacked they are. I'm looking at how in shape they are, and I'm just like, why am I not there? And I was genuinely just so ungrateful, and I was genuinely just sitting there like, why am I not there? Why am I not there? And I was crying. I wasn't crying, but like I was like crying about the result. So I went on ChatGPT and I was saying this stuff, but then I freaking realized you're so focused on the freaking results. You're so focused on the outcome that you're not even focusing on the input. You're not even focusing on what you have to do to get the result. That was my biggest issue. Right now you're probably focusing on freaking, like the work, like the physique and like how you're gonna feel. Bro, just focus on your self-development. When you get so caught up in results, when you get so caught up in like, oh, money, I need to make 10K a month, and then you're not even growing yourself, you're not even changing yourself, you're not even getting that purpose in yourself, you're not even feeling fulfilled. What the frick? Like, when you start chasing, nothing's gonna freaking come to you. Remember, the more you chase, the more it runs away from you. So right now, you're just not focused on your self-development, which is why you feel so behind, which is why you feel so lost, and which is why you cannot get out of the comfort zone. You've been staying the same for 6-7 months because you aren't focused on your self-development. And the fact that you're trying to justify, what's the point of running? What's the point of this? The point of running is to freaking kill your inner weak self and to grow to a level mentally and physically that you probably haven't seen. It's to be so mentally tough. That's why you don't need to justify it. Not everything has to be related to business. Or what's the business reason why I should be doing this? No one gives a crap. Focus on your development. See yourself grow as well. When you grow, everything else grows. So if you're just chasing the outcome, if you're just chasing the reward, you're not focused on the development. Everything is in the development. When you get the reward, when you get the outcome, life is crap anyway, bro. And this is something you have to realize, that when you achieve the outcome, you don't even feel anything. When you achieve the money, you won't feel anything. And I just know that, even though I haven't achieved the money, I know when you make 10k a month, 20k a month, it will feel normal. It won't be this thing of like 10k a month. It won't feel like that. The same thing with the physique, the same thing with anything else. You're not gonna feel like this one day is gonna be this amazing feeling. Of course, it'll feel nice to have money, it'll feel nice to have a nice physique, but it's not gonna feel like this grand thing that you're probably thinking about. You know what's gonna feel like grand? The process, the days where you are not seeing the results, but you're doing it anyway. I'm telling you right now, I can almost 100% guarantee that this journey that I'm on, that you're on, of becoming our best selves, of having this comeback, and of becoming just the best, most leader version of ourselves, if you can say, this journey will feel so much better, and it's gonna literally feel so much better than you becoming the leader itself, because dopamine is in the pursuit of achieving the outcome, not the outcome itself. You see, people thought that you get dopamine once you achieve the outcome, once you freaking bust a nut on P-Hub. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Dopamine is in the pursuit of it. It's when people are in page 56 and they're still looking for the perfect video. That's where they're getting the most result. That's when they're getting the most fun. That's when they're feeling the most motivated. Not when they've achieved it. Not when they've gone to the relapse. No, when they're about to relapse. And the same thing with this journey. Dopamine is at the verge of achieving it. You get the most motivation when you're about to buy the Lamborghini, not when you buy the Lamborghini. This is why you realize that there's something called, under expectation, or like you're not really, like, you're underwhelmed, I guess you can say. Like, when you achieve something, you're just like, oh, it wasn't even that nice. Like, for example, as a kid, we used to go to like these field trips in school, and the night before the field trip, bro, I would be sitting in my bed and I'll just be like so excited about going to the field trip that I couldn't even sleep. I would be so excited that I couldn't sleep. Going to the field trip, yeah, it was fun, but I was more excited thinking about the field trip than actually going there. And that's how dopamine freaking works. If you're chasing the outcome, you are not going to achieve whatever the freak you want to achieve. And the last one is, you don't have a deep purpose to be your best self. I realized our purpose is to become our best self. Our purpose is to see ourselves growing and changing every single day. That's our purpose. Our purpose is to continuously grow, continuously push ourselves to become the best man that we could ever be, to become the leader, to become the father, to become the son, the brother, the male figure that the world is missing. As young people, we always grow up weak. We grew up as feminine, extremely insecure, and it's finally time to show ourselves our potential, and it's finally time to become our best self, so that one day we can walk into social gatherings, social events, and we know we're confident, we know that we're that guy, and we know that we're killing it in this life. That to be operating at the highest vibration, highest energy that you can ever operate in, to have this purpose of deep fulfillment, that you're finally just so content with this life, to go through pain, because life is never gonna get easier, but then going through the pain will make you more content and more grateful to God. I had a very, very deep thought this morning when I was doing my morning routine, which is that God puts me and you through pain for a reason. See, everyone is trying to run away from pain. Everyone is out there on Friday nights, Saturday nights, drinking themselves to death, smashing holes, and they think that that's their enjoyment, but that is slowly making them destroy and decay their lives. All they're doing is chasing instant gratification for long-term pain, and God is letting them do that. God is letting them go have their fun. Let them have their fun, because they got a very, very rough path ahead. But the ones that God loves, the ones that God wants better for, He will put them through pain. For example, low financial situation, not like just other pains of family problems, and other problems that me and you may go through. God will put us through that pain, because through pain gives us purpose. When we're on pain, we are literally being grounded. We're not distracted, and we're focused on the real purpose of this life. You realize the reason why most people in this world, the reason why they're not on purpose, the reason why they're so far away from their purpose, and the reason why men are suiciding 3 times more than women are the most depressed and the sad they've ever been, is because they are far away from their purpose. Why? Because they're distracted. They're distracted by the world. They're distracted by the glamour. They're distracted by all the satanic agendas that are being pushed, and they're realizing that all of these things are not not giving them fulfillment. I really think the world will soon start to realize that the modern distractions, the modern world, the modern lifestyle is not the way to go. It was a lie, and it's the matrix, as Andrew Tate calls it. And I really hope, and I think more people are waking up to this. And this is why I want to be one of the first people to, not freaking Soldier Boy, bro, but I want to be like one of the first people to pioneer this movement of living with a purpose again, chasing the things that are actually worth it, chasing the things that will give you real-time fulfillment. And that's one of my goals. So you don't have a deep purpose right now to be your best self, and that is your biggest reason why you're so comfortable. So I want you to take lessons from each of these four processes. Figure out ways you can push yourself. Figure out where your flaws are, where you're falling short, and freaking move forward. And figure out the future person, the man that you want to be. Write down exactly what he's gonna wear, what he's gonna look like, how he's gonna feel, the confidence levels, the type of woman he's gonna have, the type of kids he's gonna have, the where he's gonna, what car he's gonna drive. And I want you to obsess over that man, because when you obsess over that man, you're gonna put in the work to achieve it. And when you obsess over your situation and you're understanding the amount of pain you're truly in, the pain of sitting in a 9 to 5 job for the rest of your life, the pain of being disrespected by your wife for the rest of your life, the pain of living in mediocrity for the rest of your life and being weak for the rest of your life, being broke for the rest of your life, that's some big pains. And I know you don't want to live that. So truly understand those pains, and I know how far we're gonna go. All right, hopefully this helped you. If you have any questions or anything, I would love to connect with the brothers, you on Instagram. So first link down in the description down below. Check out my Instagram. I reply to all my DMs and I'm really active on it. I always post my stories, me just documenting my journey of becoming the best version of myself, and I hope you can follow through with me. Other than that, I love you, and I'll see you very soon.